Crazy how much of a difference that is. Look at that. Sounds like a little jet engine in there. Super bright white light from the headlight. Also notice we have no hyper flash. I feel way better about driving it at night. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the garage. Another video on the truck. Now, if you're new, let me show you the project that we've been working on. This is my 1995 Dodge Dakota that we've done tons of work to, but most importantly, it's SRT4 swapped. And now that this thing's running and driving, we gotta do something about the lighting because I don't even feel safe driving this when it's dark because it's so bad. Of course, up front, we got factory yellow halogen bulbs for the headlights, and then of course, halogen bulbs for the turn signals, and same thing all out back. But today, we're gonna fix all that. Thanks to our buddies at AUXITO. They sent us a little care package to upgrade the lighting on the truck, make it a little bit more modern, increase visibility, and all that jazz. So let's check out what we got. Now, not only did they send us some LED headlight bulbs, but we got front turn signals, rear brake and turn signals, and even reverse lights. Now, for the guys that have been following the channel for a long time know that AUXITO's always helped out with the lighting on the project cars in the garage, the Charger, the Jeep, and now they saw the Dakota project and they're like, hey, we want to help you out. And not only were they nice enough to send the LED bulbs for the headlights, they sent us all the lighting we need for the exterior of the truck. And if you didn't know, they also hooked you guys up. They gave me a promo code to use with you guys, Anthony's Garage at checkout. You can use that to save some money on their website, or you can just go down below in the description and hit the link, shop through there. It does the same thing. So I think we should just do a little unboxing on everything that we got, get those laid out before we start replacing bulbs. Of course, we get our gloves to handle the bulbs if needed. Check these things out. Those things look like they're going to put some light out for sure. So there's our headlight bulbs right there. And we got our front turn signal bulbs. Now, these are not switchback. These are just amber all the time. I didn't want switchback bulbs. So turn signals, amber, and running lights will be amber. You could get the switchbacks, which the running lights would be white. And then when you hit the turn signal, they'll flash orange or amber. And then same thing for the back. We have our brake lights, just a red LED. And then for reverse lights, bright white LEDs. Now, the only bulbs we're missing for the back are the license plate light bulbs. But as you can see, we have no bumper or roll pan yet. So I wasn't sure what bulbs I was gonna need to have lighting for the license plate. So we'll do those later. So let's go ahead and start. We'll do the headlight bulbs first, since that will be the most rewarding for sure, is to get these ugly yellow halogen bulbs out of here and get those LEDs in. There we go. So here you can see the bulbs side by side, and what's important when you shop for LED bulbs is you want the LED chips to be at the same spot as the filament in the halogen bulb. And we want that because the housing, the reflector in there, has been made for a bulb with that filament position. So if the LED chips were too high or too low, we might not get a very good beam pattern, but we're pretty much right on spot there compared to the halogen bulbs. So we'll just switch this base to this one and throw it back in the truck. Okay, we got our lock ring transferred over to our bulb. So now we just need to line up the little tabs on the bulb just like you would any other one. Just like that. And we'll lock it down and we'll plug it in. Just like that. And now we'll do the same for the turn signal. Let's just twist out of there. Pull our bulb out. Now, what's trick about these turn signal bulbs is they got a little cooling fan right on the end. So that'll give you longer life out of your LED bulbs because they tend to run a little hot, but that little fan there will keep it cool. Let's throw it in. And it just installs the same way as the stock bulb, just like that. Lock it in. And that one's done. Now, you already know we got to do a quick comparison while we have one side halogen and one side LED. Let's just see what they look like. So here we got the halogen side on the passenger side, and then you can barely see the running light underneath it, but you can see how yellow and nasty it is. Same thing, yellow, not very bright. And then bam, look at the driver's side. See how bright white light we got? And you see the running light glowing on the garage door compared to that. Crazy how much of a difference that is. Look at that. Huge difference. Super bright white light from the headlight. Just a way more modern feel. I'm sure it'll light up the road way better. And then listen to the startup of the fans on the LED bulbs. Sounds like a little jet engine in there. Crazy. All right, next up, taillights. Now back here in the back on the taillight, things a little bit more involved because we actually have to pull the taillight out. We got 4 screws on this truck. And here we go, we got our 2 bulb sockets right there. Pull those out of the housing. Swap in our red LED. And then our white LED for the reverse. Now I'm going to make sure these work before I put them back in the housing, just because these connectors are kind of crusty, so they worked before. Let's see if they still work. Okay, the running light works. And we have brake. And we got reverse. Sweet. So let's throw these back in. All right, we got the driver's side lights done on the front and the back, so let me knock out the passenger side. And we'll take it for a cruise when it gets dark and see how it looks. All right, we're out cruising the truck, and you can see we got a pretty decent beam pattern going on. Nice white light, plenty of light on the road. I got the headlights adjusted pretty good. There might be some more adjustment I need to do, but for now, I feel way better about driving it at night now that I can see. And yeah, pretty good upgrade. Pretty happy with it. All right, there you guys go. You can see, looks pretty good. Plenty of light out of taillights, nothing to worry about there. Also notice we have no hyper flash, and we didn't have to do any load resistors or anything in the wiring. So if you got a newer car or something you're going to use these bulbs in, they're CAN bus friendly, no hyper flash. All right guys, that's going to do it. Shout out once again to AUXITO for helping out with the project cars in the garage. It's so awesome. A company like this helps out small channels like mine. So if you guys need LED bulbs for your cars, use that link below. Don't forget my code Anthony's Garage. Tuning video is coming soon. We're still working through the tune. It's almost there. So keep an eye out for that because it's going to be a good one. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.